All right, everyone, welcome to the official ratification ballot count for our raises. This will be long because I have to open every one individually and do it, so bear with me. One. Two. Yes, this is a two-pronged process. We have to take them out of the envelopes, then open the individual envelopes of the secret ballots. So 3, 4, 5. In case you're wondering, I'm taking them all out first so that there's no way to trace who voted what with what envelope. And then 6. 7. 8. 9, who didn't follow directions. 11. 'Undeliverable. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 'So far, good turnout. 20. 21. 22. 23. 4. 5. Oh. Never mind, they want to buy our house for cash. That is not a ballot. Sorry. I don't know why they sent it to the PO box, but whatever. Oh. Love the random stuff we got. Okay, I'm sorry. I think that's 25, right? Gary, was I on 25?
Yeah, you're on 25.
Okay, that's 25. Sorry.
I am listening.
Thanks. I was like, this is such a slow process. 20, ooh, I cut the envelope. 26. Seven. 28. Yes, I have quite a stack. 29. 30. 31. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 39. 40. 1. 42. 43. Trying to do this without cutting it because it's not. There, hold on, let me just make sure I got both of them. I think that was 44. Cool.
Sounds like it.
5. 6. 7. Yes, there's more. We got a good turnout, actually.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good. I like to hear that.
48. Because I still have a huge stack. I will be posting this to our YouTube channel too when I'm done. 9. 50. One. Oh, Gary, I just got to yours. 52. Three. Four. Five. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 1.
Caitlin, I assume you're still there. Your picture froze there for a second.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. 62. I am. I'm on the school. Ironically,
I see you again. You're moving.
I was like, I'm on the school wireless, which does have a tendency to freeze. Yeah, I'm on, so this is 63.
Okay.
To get it out. Sorry. Did I freeze for 61 or 62?
I think you may have frozen for one.
Okay, 63. Really, it doesn't matter till I actually open the real ballots. But Four. Avalanche. 5. Yes, there's more. 66. 7. 9. 70. 71. 2. 73. 74. 5. 76. 77. 78. Is there more? 9. Eighty. 81. 82. 83. 84. 85. We're almost to the end. 86. Last but not least, 87. Not bad.
Not a
So
bad turnout at all.
not bad turnout. Okay. Now the fun part.
Caitlin, if you want me to, I can keep a tally. You can tell me what the votes are. And then
Okay,
show them on the
just
camera.
tell me. Okay,
That way.
yeah, that sounds great.
Okay.
So, okay, our first
So
one.
why don't we do, for each card, tell me, what the adjunct pay one is, and then tell me what the compensation one is.
Okay,
Let's just do them
both
that
are
way.
yes.
Yeah.
Both are yes.
Yes. Both are yes.
Both are yes.
Okay.
Both yeses. So, 2. Both yeses. Oops. There. Weren't in an envelope, but both yeses. Like, I'll let you know when I get a no. Also both yeses. Both yeses. Both yeses. And yes, I'm holding it. I'm not, once I take it out of the envelope on purpose, just so that, just in case. Okay, both yeses, hopefully, you see, yeah. Yes. And both yeses.
Okay.
And by the way, we do keep the ballots for 3 years in case anybody wanted to contest the count. I'm gonna have a lovely bunch of ballots in my house for a very long time. Yes. Both yeses. Both yeses. Both yeses. Both yeses. Both yeses. Both yeses. Oh, Eric, you're so nice. No, it's fine. I have to do it. It's totally cool. He asked if I wanted help. Both yeses. Both yeses. Both yeses. Both yeses. Both yeses. Both yeses. Okay, both yeses. Also both yeses. Both yeses with initials. One yes. Okay, yes on overload, no on compensation.
Yes on overload, no on
On
compensation.
compensation, there's
Okay.
always one. This is only, they only return the compensation one. So there's a yes on compensation and there's no ballot for overload in this one.
So we'll call that an abstain.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
That's. They didn't read the directions, one or the other. Yes and yes. Yes, and yes. Yes. Okay, yes, and yes. Yes, and yes. And like crazy. Sorry. Oh, it's Caitlin. She wanted to know if we were done with the count. I'm like, no, and actually stopping to see what the text is about. Okay, sorry. Moving on. Oops. Yes, and yes. Yes, and yes. Caitlin Downing's office. Hi, Matt. Yeah, I'm still in my office. No problem. Thanks. Bye. Okay, sorry. They're trying to fix my computer so I can actually use it. I'm on my home laptop, so
Bravo.
late. So my bad, but I had to take that. So, okay, I'm sorry. Yes, and yes. Okay, here's also one. This is a yes for overload and an abstention for compensation because they didn't return that ballot.
Okay.
Yes, and a yes. Yes, and a yes. And two more yeses. And two more yeses. One and two. Two more yeses. One and two. And two more yeses. One and two. This is a one ballot as well. This is a yes in for overload and an abstention, a yes for compensation.
Okay.
Okay, two more yeses, yes, and yes. One yes. Oops, two yeses. Okay, also another compensation ballot, yes. And I'm assuming an abstention because there's only one, for,
So the abstain is on the overload?
on the overload, they didn't return the overload.
Okay.
Okay, yes, and yes. And these are two more yeses, I will show them, yes, and yes. Yes, and yes. Oh, okay, yep, two more yeses, yes, and yes. Yeah. Yes, and yes, one and two. Okay, a yes on overload and a no on compensation.
Yes on overload and no on
I
compensation.
want compensation.
Okay.
Yes on both. And another yes on compensation and a yes on, basically yes on both.
Okay.
Sorry, we still have more. There's a stack.
Yeah, you're about halfway through.
Yeah, I was like, well, there's a good deal more. Okay, two more yeses. Okay, two more yeses, yes, and yes. What, nobody else wants to watch?
Yay.
It's scintillating.
Yeah. It's so exciting.
It's absolutely scintillating. Okay, two more yeses, yes, and yes. Hi, Matt, come on in. Matt's gonna finish setting up my computer at work, so pardon me while they do that. Sorry, I'm counting ballots. Okay, yes, and yes. Guess I have to do this on camera. What? And two more yeses, yes, and yes. Feel free to move anything that's in your way. We'll be done in a few minutes. More yeses, yes,
Yeah.
and
we have to see if we can find
yes.
if there's anything else.
Sorry, this is the official ratification for our raises and such. So 2 more yeses, yes, and yes. And I have to do an official count live on and record it and all that. So we'll be done in like a minute. I don't know, 2 minutes if you want to. 2 more yeses, yes, and yes. And 2 more yeses, yes, and yes. Actually working out that you were late. Okay, 2 more yeses, yes, and oops, sorry, yes. We have about 20 more to go or something. And 2 more yeses, yes, and yes. Okay, empty envelope. Hold on. What the heck did they do? I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out what they did exactly. Okay, I don't actually have a ballot filled out. It's almost like they just threw everything back in the envelope and
There's no ballot?
there's no, yeah, like they literally just sent everything back in the envelope, but like didn't actually fill anything out, see?
So that's an ineligible ballot.
Yeah. I don't know what's up with that one. It's like, why? But okay. Um, okay, that's old. That's from last year. That must have just, that must be from last ratification. They must have gotten it there late. So never mind, ignore that one.
Okay.
I have a funny feeling there might be a couple of those, like if they came in after.
Yeah.
Them up. Yeah, I have a 2021-22. Hold on. For those. Huh. Basically, people that missed the deadline of last. Yeah, this is another 21-22.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I still have to open them and see.
That's okay.
This is another 21-22.
They're
That's,
ineligible.
it's possible they, wow, that would be a lot. Yeah, same 21-22. I'm only showing it so that you don't think I'm throwing away ballots. In case there's a question, it's like, yeah, these people missed the deadline on the last ratification and it just sat in our post office box, apparently. Same. So, I hope these aren't all like that. That throws off our count. Yeah, I have a funny feeling a bunch of people missed the deadline and this is what happened. But I'm still gonna open them and show them just in case.
Yep. Want to be on the up and up.
Yep, exactly. Here's another 21-22.
Okay.
Which, sorry, you missed that one. I guess as these were the ones at the bottom of the pile. Yeah, same. It's a 21-22. At least they ratified it. I have a funny feeling that these might all be old from here on out, but let's see. Yeah, this one's old as well. I can almost tell because they're too thin. There's only one ballot in there. This looks good. Yeah, this is current. Here we go. Yes, and yes. And yes, sorry, can't see it. There we go. Yes, and yes. Okay, I have a yes on overload, but it's only one. I only have one ballot.
So yes on overload, one abstain.
I'm abstaining from compensation. Okay, two yeses, yes, and yes. And two more yeses, yes, and yes. Yes to overload and yes to compensation. And we're coming towards the end. We have like 5 more to go. Okay, 2 more yeses, yes, and yes. Now I'll have to make sure I go back and check the post office in a couple of days and pick out all the old ones for next time. So I don't have to do this again. Okay, 2 more yeses, yes, and yes. Okay, 2 more yeses, yes, and yeah. And 2 more to go. A yes on overload and no other ballot. So an abstention for compensation. And last one. Yes and yes. 1, 2. Okay, that concludes all of the ballots. So Gary, what is our official count?
Looks like 7 on overload, 73 yes, 1 abstain. Compensation. On compensation, we have 67 yes and 7 or 2 no's and 5 abstentions.
Okay. There it is. Thank you very much, everybody. Or well, Gary, for participating.
I will. I'll send an email to Koji and Stan.
Oh, okay.
I have the former email already made up from last.
Okay.
time, so
Awesome.
I'll go ahead and
Awesome.
notify.
I was expecting to have to do that, so that's great. Thank you.
Sure.
And Gary, before you go, can I just ask, when are you retiring? Because I want to have a retirement party like pretty much right after the semester ends for everybody who retired this semester.
I am retiring next Friday, which is the 30th.
Okay. In other words, it's kind of like mark your calendar. I'm thinking maybe that Friday right after the semester ends,
Okay.
and do like a Zoom party for everybody that basically is retiring this semester. And I'll do the same next semester for people retiring next semester. I'm gonna email, but just in case you check out early and don't bother to look at it, which I don't blame you at all.
I'm sure I'll see you again.
I know, but just in case. Okay, so I'm going to stop recording because we don't need to